DJ Augustine. Raptors already did the DJ Augustine experiment, and then he hit that shot.
Augustine, 3 to shoot. He'll take. You bet.
Out of spite, I cannot allow DJ Augustine on this team. I can't allow it. How y'all doing, man? Welcome back to Full Court Heave. It's your host, Shay Goon. Today, I saw Bleacher Report put out an article finding landing spots for the top NBA free agents still available, and it's some pretty big names in this list. So I thought we'd take a look at the list and see, play buy or sell on any of these free agents having a chance to end up in Toronto. I don't know how realistic all of these would be, but they are really fun. If you are new to the channel, you could like the video, subscribe, and join the channel. We're having a great time over here. We're just getting going on this channel, and I really appreciate the love and support that y'all been having for me on this channel. Like, it's been really crazy to watch, so I appreciate all that. But let's get right down to it, man. I'm ready for this. All right, here we go. Landing spots for the top free agents still available. So now, of course, we see the cover photo is Carmelo. Carmelo's been one of my favorite players for a long time. I have a lot to say about Carmelo, so we will get to that very soon. Now, of course, this video is assuming that somebody gets cut. This is assuming we have a roster spot. Obviously, right now, we have a full 20, I believe it's a full 20 for training camp. So you can't even bring anybody on for training camp. But this is assuming another move is made of some sort, and we need to sign another player. It's going to start out here with a lot of guards. Now, we can take a look at the guards. The best one available right now is Dennis Schroder. So depending on how you feel about Dennis Schroder, that is a decent option. He's a very skilled player, a very skilled player. I feel like Dennis Schroder has gotten a really unfair rap about him. People try and blame a lot of the losses with the Lakers on him, a lot of the losses on the Celtics on him. I don't think either were his fault. Maybe not great fits, but you can't blame those teams' failures on Dennis Schroder. This guy can ball. For the Raptors, he would be a very solid backup point guard, assuming at that point you're not sold on Malachi Flynn. Probably in general, you're probably assuming we're done with the Malachi Flynn experiment. And B, you might be either done on Dalano Banton or you think he needs more time to develop. One of the two. With what he brings, his ability to create shots, which is still something that the Raptors don't really have, I think I would buy this. I would buy this. I'm not saying they have any interest. We go a little bit further down. We got Eric Bledsoe. Now, I have not really been the biggest Eric Bledsoe fan in my day. As a backup point guard, maybe. Like, I could kind of see it as a backup point guard. But the issue is, even as a backup lately, he hasn't been great. And I don't think it's really ability. I think it's honestly like I don't want to say a confidence thing, but it feels like a confidence thing. You know, he seems unsure on the court. And we already have a little bit of that with Malachi Flynn, so I'm going to sell on this. I don't think Eric Bledsoe has any chance of ending up on the Toronto Raptors. A couple other options right now. Elfrid Payton, DJ Augustine. Raptors already did the DJ Augustine experiment, and then he hit that shot for the Orlando Magic to win game 1 of round 1 of that playoff series. So out of spite, I cannot allow DJ Augustine on this team. I can't allow it. If you don't know the shot, go look it up or I'll play it for you right here. There you go.
Augustine, 3 to shoot. He'll take. You bet. DJ Augustine, a cold-blooded tray.
Elfrid Payton, I was interested in him as a prospect when he was drafted. I don't remember what draft that was. But as time has progressed, you kind of know what you're getting out of Elfrid Payton. He's a really good defender. Can he run a team? He can bring the ball up the court very consistently. But he's not any type of creator. And in that case, I'd probably roll the dice on Malachi or Dalano there. I'm going to sell on it because I don't think an Elfrid Payton is enough to give minutes to Elfrid Payton over Malachi or Dalano. I don't see that, so I'm going to sell on Elfrid Payton. Kemba Walker, that's a big name. That's an interesting name. Defense is a real concern, and Kemba Walker is maybe is in my top 5 favorite college players of all time. In the time that I've been watching college basketball, and that's admittedly not a long time. Part of me would love to see Kemba Walker on the Raptors, and then a huge, probably a bigger part of me thinks that's a horrible idea. His defensive shortcomings, I don't know if Nick Nurse would keep him on the floor. I can't see him staying on the floor. Of course he can score. It's really just you're getting negative defense. You're getting negative defense. I don't know how the Raptors go forward with that on this team. This might be the toughest sell that I'm doing, but I'm selling Kemba Walker. I'm selling Kemba Walker. Let me know as well in the comments down below if you disagree with that, because I know there's probably a lot of Kemba Walker fans out there, you know, or people that would like to see him on the team. Let me know. Other options, Lou Williams, that's not happening anymore. Number one, Lou Williams wasn't happy that the team didn't offer him a contract after his 60th Man of the Year win back in 18, 17. So I don't think there's very much interest from Lou's side. Also, I'm pretty sure he like barely decided to play last year. Like he was thinking about retiring. I would be surprised if Lou is really trying to play again, but we'll see. Rajon Rondo, I'm a Rajon Rondo fan. I would take Rajon Rondo. I would buy on Rajon Rondo. I think he can still lead a team. I think I just like him as a player. High IQ player, plays hard. I don't think you can have too many of those guys on your team. I would play Rajon Rondo over Malachi Flynn probably to start, like without even really thinking. So Rajon Rondo I would sign. Ryan Arcidianico, whatever. Ryan, sell, because your name is annoying me right now. So no, I don't want him. Yeah, and that's going to move on from the point guard position. We can talk about Malachi and Dalano another time. Right now, I have Dalano over Malachi for the backup guard minutes. I like what I saw internationally from Dalano, the length. He's gotten better. You know, I'm curious to see what they do. They'll definitely do a training camp battle, but I'm leaning Dalano right now. If we go into the bigs, another position potentially of need. I mean, I like Koloko, and I like playing small with some of the guys the Raptors have. Birch, Precious, even Boucher. I wouldn't mind playing some minutes at the center spot. So I think I'm probably going to like that over a bunch of these options, but let's go through them. Dwight Howard, he has the size. You're getting rebounding for sure. And the Raptors could use defensive rebounding. He can still block a shot here and there, but he's not hanging with people on the perimeter at all. Switching, you're doing drop coverage for sure. I'm going to hit buy on Dwight Howard just because we don't have a player of that size, just mass wise. Dwight still got a lot of strength. He can still match up physically with guys. I'll say buy on Dwight Howard, but I'm not. I don't know if I'm happy about that one. Blake Griffin, I'll sell him right now. I think Blake Griffin is a great fit for a lot of teams. Just team with the Raptors already have a bunch of good forwards. It doesn't make any sense to add at a position when he's not really complimenting. You know what I mean? I think he could complement the Raptors in the sense that he is a high IQ player. He'll make high IQ plays. I think Blake Griffin has established that. But if we're talking about Blake Griffin, the Miami Heat makes so much sense for Blake Griffin right now. I've already like mentally pictured that Blake Griffin's gonna end up with the Miami Heat. DeMarcus Cousins, another interesting option. Who do I like more, DeMarcus Cousins or Dwight Howard? I'm selling on DeMarcus Cousins. Although that would be fun, I'm selling at him. He's not exactly the player that the Raptors usually go after in terms of locker room attitude, things like that. I like Boogie. I have nothing against Boogie. I just think that the Raptors go the extreme opposite in the terms of that. So I feel like that's unlikely. Aldridge, no thank you. I'm good. Dude has no defense. Dude's knees look like he's in pain all the time when he's probably okay, but he looks like he's in pain all the time. He can still get a bucket. That mid-range game is undeniably deadly. That will never be gone. He'll be like 52 in the men's league, you know, throwing up those mid-range jumpers, unstoppable. Marcus Aldridge, unstoppable men's league player in his 50s, I promise you. Paul Millsap, even older. Paul, I respect you, but goodness gracious, you icy hot is what you need, my brother. Tristan Thompson, we've all seen. I mean, there's a lot to be said about Tristan Thompson. Team Canada guy. So you know what? Because of being a Team Canada guy, I'm not gonna say anything else about the dude. But I'm cool off Tristan Thompson. I'd rather see Christian Koloko get minutes if we're gonna give minutes to someone like Tristan Thompson. Son Whiteside, the motor has always been an issue outside of his first year in the league. Lob threat, kind of shot blocker if he wants it, but like because he has similar traits as Christian Koloko, and Christian Koloko is a younger, hungrier player, I'm gonna go Koloko. I wouldn't be like, it's not out of the question. I'll buy on Hassan Whiteside because I could see the Raptors making a move for a center that's ahead of Koloko's learning curve, but I don't know. Koloko's been looking so good, and forget it. Sell Hassan Whiteside. I don't even want him. I forget about it. I changed my mind. Other bigs available: Greg Monroe. We saw that. Ed Davis. I wouldn't mind as a 15th man if we You know, if we had a 16th roster spot, I would definitely give that to Ed Davis. I just think he's a good guy. I liked him on the Raptors. He's been a solid pro. I have no issues with Ed Davis. Honestly, I wouldn't be, I'm going to buy Ed Davis actually, because I wouldn't be insanely surprised if they get him. I don't think they will, but he's someone on that list. If the Raptors made a huge trade and shipped out like 6 players and you need to fill players, I could easily see Ed Davis getting signed. Next, want to look at a few wings. There's not very many here. Also, not really a position of need for the Raptors, but let's look into it real quickly. Carmelo, I would love to see it. It's not going to happen. I have to sell on it, but I would love to see it. Carmelo is just a fun player to watch. Imagine Carmelo off the bench. The reason it's not going to happen because the defense is... There's one thing to not have defense as a strength, but defense is a negative. Like, it's an active negative part of Carmelo's game at the moment. Melo is bad on ball, but he is even worse. Off ball, he's awful. He's awful off ball. But the offense would be so much fun. I would love having Melo on. If Melo was on the Raptors, I'd buy a Melo jersey immediately. It's not gonna happen, but I want that. So I'm gonna sell on that. But it would be so much fun. Other available, Wayne Ellington. I mean, he can shoot in theory. He had a couple good seasons where he shot the ball well, and some seasons where he didn't shoot the ball so great. But they kind of did that with Fee. I think they're gonna roll the dice on some other players. I'll sell on Wayne Ellington. Ben McLemore, I would buy. Raptors were already previously interested in him, so that doesn't completely surprise me. Jeremy Lamb, I would buy as well. Length, he can shoot. Didn't have a great shooting season last year. I could buy Jeremy Lamb. It would be I think for a lot of these guys at the end here, especially the wings, this is not a position of need. This would be something if the Raptors made a big trade and shipped out a bunch of guys. Then I could see this. So sell Ellington, buy McLemore, buy Jeremy Lamb, sell Avery Bradley. He's just past his prime, and I don't think, like, he was kind of overrated defensively in my opinion. This is just my humble opinion. Avery, I'm not coming for you. And Lance Stevenson, that's just not gonna happen. So that's what I think, man. I don't know if there were free agents that weren't mentioned in this list that are available. There probably is. Maybe there would be some good fits on the market outside of these players. But for the sake of this, we're just going through these players in this article. If there's any other players, or if there's things that you disagree with, let me know down in the comments down below. If you like this video, you can leave a like, subscribe. I'm gonna have a lot more videos coming out. We're getting closer to training camp, getting closer to the season. We're still in the dog days of the summer. Those are almost over. So, we got to find any excuse for content. Shouts out Bleacher Report for always providing random NBA content. So, yeah, like it, subscribe, have yourself a wonderful day. And with that being said, I'm out.